me no questions. I don't know why, man, but I'm always ready, man. So I was ready to answer the questions, and but it's all right, man. They're gonna see what the questions are gonna be answered when we get in the ring. You know what I mean? When we get in the ring, that's when the questions are gonna be all answered. That's when we get in the ring. We're gonna be ready, take care of business. We're gonna win this fight.
Angel's been really quiet by Angel Garcia standards. Why do you think he's been as quiet, or do you think that he hasn't been quiet leading up to this fight?
Oh, well, hey, you know what? I don't blame him because it's a big fight, you know what I mean? Like us dads, we got to concentrate on the fight, on our sons, And, the way I am, anybody opens a can of worms, I'll close that can of worms, They want to talk crap, I'm ready to go for it. But you know what? He wants to be quiet, it's all right. If not, I'm here. I'm here for anybody. I'm ready to do whatever it takes, Because that's me and my son, man. We're going in that ring, and that's what matters, is me and my son going in that ring and taking care of business right now.
Ruben, could you talk about training camp? How's everything been going during training camp?
Well, training camp has came out real great. We've been doing all the things that we want to do, in training camp. Everything's been working out good. We've been having some good sparring, like Robert said. We never really brought in good sparring, so we got real good sparring on this camp, and you're gonna see a whole different Ruben Guerrero. He's gonna be ready for this fight, it's not our first barbecue, not our first barbecue, and we just gotta, execute. We get in the ring and take care of business, man.
He talked about after the Martinez fight, he had to reassess himself. And I know you were frustrated in the corner in that fight. We saw it, on TV. What did you do after that fight? Did you have like a meeting with him, or kind of think by yourself of what needs to change?
Well, I had to get into my son, really get into him, because first and second round, he almost knocked the guy out. And I go, what the heck's going on, man, son? You're not taking your business. You should have jumped on this guy. You had him out already. He hurt him the first 2 rounds. He hurt this guy. He would have knocked him out, but his mind wasn't there. No excuses. But I had to get into his mind and snap him out of it. So once I snapped him out of it, he started doing what I told him to do, and it was all over. He never touched Robert, So it is what it is, and we got the win, and we're moving on, and this is a fight that we're ready for.
How big of a fight is it to you with Garcia, undefeated fighter? I mean, a win over him, and Robert can pretty much fight anybody.
Like I said, not our first barbecue. We've been there. Aydin was undefeated. He was breaking everybody's jaw. Big guy. He came in undefeated, hungry. He was talking a lot of stuff. So hey, we just did what we had to do, man. Take care of business, and we beat him up, and we're ready to beat anybody else. We're ready to go.